I'm so tired of eating. I'm so tired. This is the grand finale, y'all. We are on day 31. We made it through January. I am so freaking tired. I'm tired. I'm not gonna sit here and lie to y'all. Make sure when you come in that you like the live so we can get it out to more people. Um, I'm so tired. I'm gonna have a brief message tonight. We're gonna do some inner work. Um, we're gonna talk about gossiping. Hi, welcome in. If you don't mind just liking the live as you come in so that we can get more people in here. It usually jumps up after about 10 minutes. Tops. The first 5 minutes, really. We're going to talk about gossiping because the difference between... Oh, thank you, Maria. As y'all come in, if you don't mind liking the live so we can get it out to more people. Yeah, that's me. Well, makeup. This is me, no makeup. That's me with makeup. I feel like I look like a baby. I look a lot younger. But yeah. As you come in, make sure you guys are liking the live, and then we'll get started once there gets a little bit more people in here. I pray that y'all are doing well. If you are new, we have been going live every single day in January together, doing some internal work, doing some spiritual work, some chit chatting here and there, just so I can connect with you guys. Picture in the background. Yeah, that's me. Mm-hmm. So as you come in, just make sure you're liking the live. If you are not already subscribed, make sure you subscribe to the channel. We have some good content coming forth within the next couple of days. I don't really do zodiacs, so sorry. I don't do that. Hi, Manny. I've been on here. This is day 31 of going live. We are at the end of the road. I started January saying that I was going to be, I'm in North Carolina. I started January saying that I was going to show up for you guys. I'm going through a season of transition right now. And I just wanted to show up for you guys. And the reason why I started this podcast. Hi, chat room. Oh, I love New York. I'm sure y'all are snowed in. But y'all know snow to y'all is nothing up there. Down here in North Carolina, everybody's frantic. There's a 100-car pile up on the highway right now. That's not funny, but like, yeah, we going through it down here. Am I Japanese? Well, hi. Welcome in, Juan. I am not Japanese, but there is some talks of there being Japanese. My grandmother's father, which is we have slanty eyes in our bloodline. So, dating as a Christian. We talked about, I think that was last night, we talked about how to fight temptation last night. So, you might want to go back and watch that one after this one. So, we got into it a little bit, but we might have to, in February, since it is the love month, we might have to dig into that. Hi, welcome in. Make sure y'all liking the live as you join so that we can get more people in here. Also, if you're new to the channel, make sure you're subscribed and have your push notifications turned on so that y'all can be here when I go live. I have completed my 31 days as of today of going live every single day. You see, so non-violent. No, never been a fighter. I'm more of a peacemaker. I don't let people get me that upset. Hi. Today we're talking about gossip. So I brought up a topic on my Facebook today, and I had everybody put in their input. We might go through and read some of the comments, y'all. That'll be cool. So let me read my post on Facebook today. So my question to the crowd was, fighting temptations. Oh, I'm sorry. I missed the chat room. I'm sorry. All right. So we will read. Hi. Make sure y'all liking the live as you come in so we can get more people in here. Also, ensure that you are subscribed to the channel so that you can get this content. Okay? All right. So let's stay focused, y'all. Come on. I need Sarita in here. I need Sarita in here. Chat room, you gonna be on here for a minute or no? If so, I'm just looking for a moderator. You too, Dobbs. Okay, do you mind being a moderator? Chat room. No worries. No pressure. Okay. So, y'all in these cute little comments. What? Okay. I don't understand, but okay, chat. All right, so here's my post on Facebook. Here's my post on Facebook. I said, lately God has really had me studying the difference between gossip and simply venting in a healthy way. And woo, is there a difference, y'all? Because, in seasons when we're going through things, we have to be very, very careful of if we're venting, deciding if we're venting in a healthy way or are we gossiping, right? And so that's when God was like, okay, check this out. So I did a study, and so let me read the rest of my post. Not every conversation about a person is gossip, but not every I'm just getting this off my chest is innocent either. What's going on in here tonight? Hi, George. Welcome in. Make sure you like the live as you come in. Gossip, biblically, is when we share information about someone that damages their reputation without love, purpose, or permission. The Bible says gossip separates close friends and betrays confidence. Those are found in Proverbs 16:28 and Proverbs 11:13. If the person heard what you said and felt wounded or exposed, that is a red flag. Okay? So, gossip usually sounds like we're gonna get into what the difference is. So gossip usually sounds like talking about someone who isn't there, highlighting their faults or drama, no intention to help or resolve anything, bonding over negativity, feeling justified while tearing someone down. So that is what gossip looks like. But God does not expect us to bottle everything up. Okay? He doesn't expect for us to just bottle everything up um, inside. Okay? So healthy venting is different. Scripture actually encourages wise counsel and carrying one another's burden. That is found in Galatians 6:2 and James 5:16. So, this is what venting looks like. Venting looks like talking to a safe, mature, trustworthy person, seeking wisdom, healing, or prayer, protecting the other person's dignity, being honest about your feelings without attacking their character, wanting peace and growth and not drama. Okay, so that's what venting looks like. And this is here's the heart check that I'm learning to ask before I talk. Okay, here's the breakdown. I'm asking, why am I sharing this? Am I looking for wisdom or just agreement? Am I looking for them to come in agreement against this person, or am I looking for wisdom out of this? Like, what am I learning? What do I need to get out of this, right? Would I say this the same way if they were here? I'm a very much person, what I say behind your back is what I say in your face type person. So that's what that's digging into, right? And so does this honor God? Like, does this conversation honor God? Like, is he going to get the glory out of this conversation? So I came up with a godly formula for venting without gossip. Okay? As y'all come in, make sure you are liking the live so we can get more people in here. Yes, Bishop. And ensure that you're subscribed so that you can tune in to more content. We've been live for 31 days, y'all. I've showed up. I can't believe I did it. All right, so godly formula for venting without gossip. This is the approach that we should try. Number 1, talk to God first. In Psalm 62:8, it says, pour out your heart to him. So first, before I read my formula, let's read some of the comments on this post, okay? So let's read all, let me see. All right, so the post that I had, the post that I posted originally on Facebook before I gave them the blueprint was, how do y'all find the fine line between gossip and getting things off your chest? So I told them to comment below. I'm trying to see something. I want to see where people are. I'm gauging people and where they are, right? So first one says, does sharing the information give you clarity or just stroke your ego? That's the first comment. And she says, some people share what they know in a way of sharing a lesson or the information of what they didn't see before. Others share information to compare in order to make themselves feel better about their situation or validation about how they feel about someone. Very good. The next one is delivery and intention. So yes, as we read, it is about delivery and your intent, right? And sharing this information. The next one says, find that one person you can share your perspective with, knowing it won't go any further. What is the intent behind what you're sharing, and let the person help you process the situation. Yeah, you joined late, so you probably won't know what I'm talking about right now. Sorry. We're talking about gossip. Gossip versus venting in the healthy way. What that looks like. Now I'm reading a post on the now I'm reading a post on Facebook and reading their comments. Another comment says, get it off your chest to close ones that are not going to tell your business. Next is all about intention. Most times gossip is with negative intent. It has no point other than to spread or discuss someone else's business, personal business. Most times business that has nothing to do with the person that they're talking about. That is true. Okay. In my opinion, getting something off your chest has everything to do with how something made you feel. Okay. I think that is a valid thank you, Cleon. That is a valid concern. Somebody was very honest in this next comment, so y'all listen. Thank you, Jack. She's beautiful. I ain't gonna say the names, but the next comment said, "This is very transparent." She said, "I don't have the discernment yet in all areas. The Lord's still working on me, child. For me, assessing when I go a little too far with complaining about something, I've started asking myself, is it worth my energy to complain or gossip? It came up in Bible study this week that your panic moments sometimes take away from your prophetic voice. So, choosing to lean into the prophetic purpose of my life versus the human, earthly satisfaction of complaining." Now, that one I love because one, it was very transparent. Two, she hit some points that we talked about in that first post that I read to y'all. Now, this one is the kicker. This one was my favorite comment, y'all. As you come in, make sure you're liking the live, okay? So, the next one says, when I have some of the women I teach or disciple ask this, I usually ask, is this something you've already taken to the Lord? Number one. So we always pray first. Okay. She has like my whole plan that I'm gonna read to y'all. A lot of times people are venting about situation and people they haven't even prayed about yet or prayed for. That alone is a huge way to guard your heart from offense. Next, who are you confiding in? Is it wise counsel? Are they pointing you back to truth, or are they just looking to feel validated and puffed up in your response? Because in an abundance of wise counsel, there is what? Safety. In an abundance of wise counsel, there is safety, right? And so, she said, I check if it aligns with Romans 12. Are we outdoing one another in honor and love? Romans 12. Hi, welcome in, you guys. Make sure you're liking the live as you join. And very last comment, short and sweet, sometimes you can't. And that is absolutely right. I said, I responded and said, obedience is necessary. Sometimes God will tell you to hush. Sometimes he won't allow you to talk about it. He'll tell you to be quiet. And you have to fight the flesh of, even though you want to share, hush, be quiet. be quiet and just pray about it, okay? That is sometimes. So let's go back. I'm going to read y'all the godly formula to venting. Godly formulas for venting without gossip. So we're going to try this approach. Number one, talk to God first. Two, share with one wise person, not everyone. Everybody's not meant to know everything, okay? So making sure you're speaking to someone that can actually help you. For instance, I know, like with having single friends and being married, you can't really ask single friends about marriage. So learning that is married women have wisdom about marriage. Single women don't know. They can't speak on that. And so that is a perfect example for share with one wise person, not everyone, okay? So number three, focus on how you feel. Not attacking their character. So just focus on how how it makes you feel, not attacking their character. Okay? Now, next. Number four, ask for prayer, not validation of your anger. And number five, be willing to forgive and resolve. We have to be resolution based. Now, resolution does not always mean access. I always say that forgiveness, you can forgive somebody, but it doesn't mean that they get the same access to you. Okay? So, those are good points. So, my last note on my post is, if it feeds division, it's gossip. If it leads to healing and godly wisdom, it's venting. That's how you know. So that is what I've been studying, y'all. And it is very, very in-depth. The Bible is very clear on that. So I'm going to give y'all some, 1 second, I'm sorry. All right, so I'm going to give y'all some heart check questions. Good morning, Ahmad. Hmm. Yeah, Bill Station Fees. Who's calling themselves Satan in here? Okay. So yeah, make sure that y'all are subscribing as you come in. We're on our last day of going live every day in January. I'm gonna see what God wants us to do for February. Should we do a series? What should we do? Actually, I'm asking y'all, what do y'all need? What kind of content are y'all looking forward to on this channel? Um, I do want to cater to my audience, and I know that we're gonna talk about dating as a Christian. That's one topic that I already have down. Let me start my notes. So I was only called to do it in January. I'm not sure where God is gonna instruct me to do going forth, but we shall know soon. I am doing a live well, I don't know if I'm gonna do a live interview, but I will be doing an interview. I'm gonna have a journalist come and interview on my podcast, interview me on my podcast in May. So make sure that y'all are subscribed. If you're new to the channel, this is a legit podcast, y'all. We have how to welcome your man home after. Okay. How to welcome your man home after work as a Christian woman. Your man or your husband. There's a difference. Will the questions be scripted? I'm thinking, honestly, for me, I'm more of a go off the whim type of girly. I always ask my guests, would you like me to send you the questions ahead of time, or do you want to just feed off the energy? I think I'm going to feed off the energy for mine. Hi, Raymond. Welcome in. Favorite color is pink. There are obligations and duties that are for a husband, right? And then you just have to show love to a boyfriend. I mean, it's a boyfriend. So you don't do Proverbs 31 for, yeah, it's not mandatory. Like, those type of things are for a husband. Favorite food is Italian. I think you're too narrative driven to go off the vibe. What you mean narrative driven? Because if it's a journalist, they know how to ask questions, right? They know how to get to the juice of things. And so I feel like I can trust her to bring things out of me in the interview. Okay, interesting. As you come in, make sure y'all liking the live. So we're gonna do Christian dating as a topic. So I have that down. Maybe we can do a live affirmation session. Live affirmations session. I'm from North Carolina. Oh, the smizing. Oh my gosh, I remember that. I remember that episode like it was yesterday. Hi, Raymond. Make sure you subscribe to the channel. As you guys come in, make sure you're liking the live so we can get it out to more people. We are now discussing topics that you guys would like me to cover here on the channel. So I have two. I have Christian dating, live affirmation session. Pink Rose. Okay. Hi, person. I think I remember seeing your name before, person Patrick. No, I didn't do it on purpose. Hi, Steve. I'm African American. Thank you, Alejandro. Yes, I've been married. Hi, King Sam. Make sure y'all are liking the live as you come in and subscribing to the channel. We are discussing now what topics you guys would like to hear here on the Healed Women podcast channel. I am going to go live still, probably not every single day, but I may select certain days of the week that we get on here. Thank you, Cleon. I'm well, person. I'm glad you're doing well. Thank you, big boy. There are reasons that you can divorce, yes. Biblically. Biblically. I'm new here, but hi, Steve. Welcome in. Thank you for joining. Make sure that you're subscribed to the channel. We're going to do some really cool topics for February. Can y'all believe it's February 1st in like a couple hours? Where did the time go? Realistic expectation. I mean, you did that, but I want to see in here. So my podcast is typically about healing, but you know we can cover a array of things. Okay. Have you read about divorce in the Bible, Jack Frost? So okay, let me reel y'all in on that for a second. Let me reel y'all in on that. So y'all do understand when you have relations with someone outside of your wife that you're divorcing your wife in that action spiritually because you're marrying that woman. Okay. So yeah, I do believe in divorce. So infidelity is one. A slip up, okay. You know, I think that me personally, if God asked me to work through a one slip up, okay. But if it's manipulation, abuse, and plotting and planning and scheming to cheat and stuff like that, then that's another story, you know. Hi, welcome in, you guys. Make sure you are liking the live as you come in. And also ensure that you're subscribed to the channel, you guys. This is our last day in January that we're going to go live. It is day 31. If you're new to the channel, we have been going live every day in January. I think I missed 2 days. And I moved. Y'all been with me the whole journey. Like, I moved and everything during this. Hi, Samuel. Welcome in. We're glad you're here. Let me get you out of here, 02. 102, whatever. Thank you. Make sure y'all are subscribing to the channel as you come in. We're going to have some great topics to talk about in February. I'm going to be brainstorming on some things. Did you know that the person comes from the father and not the mom? No, I did not know that. I had no idea. That's interesting. Hi, Azuka. As y'all come in, make sure you're liking the live. I'm guessing you guys do not have any new topics y'all want to hear, so I'm just going to have to go off the dome like I have been and just give y'all some things that we can dig into. Thank you, Minnie. Yeah, we'll dig into some things. I have a whole lot of things right here in this. Look. Oh, hold on, we're falling. Hey, good. I was holding this up with this. I have this journal, and I write in it every single day. I'm almost done with it. So I have plenty of notes that we can dig into. No worries. But I was going to just get you guys' input on what y'all want to hear. How do you leave a relationship? It depends on the situation. If it can be a gradual leave, then, that's one thing. Okay, so let me explain. If he's telling you to, but you're attached, ooh, I should have went over that. The difference between love and attachment. That's gonna be a topic, because I do have a study on that. Love versus attachment, and I actually posted this the other day, and we talked about how so this is what I want you to do. I want you to detach from things here on earth, because they're not ours. Our family is not ours. We're just stewards of the things that are down here. And so if we release the attachment of thinking that these things belong to us and they're ours, and release and to know that they're God's, right? And if God tells you that you need to leave, then he knows that he's going to take care of that family, regardless of if it looks like the family that you thought it was going to be, or if it's going to be a new dynamic. But whatever God has ordained, that's what you want. I've gotten Elvonner before. So there are people that are divorcing just to divorce, like I got tired of you. Me personally, based on biblical terms and conditions, the only way out of marriage is infidelity, abuse, and if your spouse's heart is hardened towards you. Welcome in. Hi, Malaysia. Make sure y'all are liking the live as you come in. As a man, I will never file for divorce. Well, that's good, Jack Frost. I love to hear it. Sorry, y'all. I'm back. Like, I don't want to break up a two-parent household, but I'm not really getting fed spiritually here. I don't know what to do anymore. Has there been infidelity, mental or physical abuse? Can y'all hear me? Well, you ask yourself that question. If it has not been that, you have to you have to start fasting and praying. Separation is also an option. You have to intercede on your spouse's behalf. If it's just that spiritual alignment isn't there, and God has ordained the marriage, like that God put you in that marriage, then you need to try to work it out. Treasure how about having an adult conversation with your spouse and let him know that you're feeling this way. No, this isn't gossip. This isn't gossip. She's sharing how it's affecting her, how she feels about it. And I am wise counsel. So, not necessarily. But I would say that you make sure that you're communicating how you feel to your partner, okay? Okay. Can you hear me now? Am I back? Can y'all hear me now? Am I back? Can you hear me? Okay, you can hear me now. All right, cool. So, yeah, so I was saying that if it's anything outside of infidelity, uh, mental, physical abuse, or your spouse's heart has been hardened towards you, uh, then you need to start praying and interceding on the behalf of your spouse. Separation uh, sometimes helps, like taking time to individually y'all get yourselves together, but you're still walking and walking in that. But sometimes you have to just release your spouse to God and allow Him to work. I am because you not having what you need spiritually, right? Say in this season he may be down with that. Y'all still can't hear me? Welcome in. Give me a yes if y'all can hear me before I go into my spiel. Okay. Thank you, Kelly Kills. Okay, cool. So sometimes you may be down and you can't carry the spiritual weight, and sometimes your spouse may be down and they can't. Um, and so you have to, it is our job to fill in the gap, intercede and fill in. Here we go. It's starting to trip out again. My YouTube just force quit. So this must be a topic that we need to discuss. So we do have to intercede on behalf of our, we aren't married, been together going on 4 years. I would like married, but I don't want to feel like, oh, if you're not married, honey bun, there is no covenant. There is no covenant. You should not stay in a space where you feel, yeah, no. You could be holding up somebody else's spot. This is what I tell people all the time. If this is not aligning, you guys, you could be the woman that's taking another woman's spot. That might not be your husband. That might be somebody else's husband. You might be somebody else's wife. So if it's not aligning, God is not allowing it to align, and it's not, why would you even get married? You feel me? Why would you even, hi, welcome in, you guys. So I hope that makes sense. You're not under a covenant. And so now, thank you, welcome in. So just, you need to pray. You need to pray a removal prayer. You need to, this is what I did, okay? And this is what I suggest. You need to pray that see, we can get into that Jack Frost. Let's do that in another day, because there is other things in there too. All right, so dang, you made me lose my train of thought, Frost. Okay. You need to pray on that. You need to fast and pray and ask God to reveal the things that are from Him and that are not. You need to pray a removal prayer and tell Him to remove anything. Right now, we're talking about when to leave, pretty much. When to leave, when to stay, how to know what to do. I know that we have this. So let me put this into perspective, right? If you're not married and you're staying in a place that may not be healthy, I don't know if this is the case, but I'm gonna just go there. Um, you're keeping your kids in a place that isn't healthy, a healthy environment. That's worse to stay than to leave and show them something that's healthy, right? Because childhood trauma is real. Childhood trauma is real, y'all. I dealt with it and now I deal with it in my adulthood because of, things that I dealt with as a kid. And so we have to really start thinking on things above, right? We can't get too attached on what we want, what we think. It needs to be what's in alignment with God's plan for my life, and am I in somebody else's way? Or is this man in somebody else's way? I hope that makes sense, Treasure. A little bit. Hi, welcome in, Bear. Make sure y'all are liking the live as you come in and ensure that you are subscribed to the channel. This is a good topic too. If you are not in a covenant, child, I'm telling you, if things are not, no, you leave the person and then the mom or you can't control what the other person does, but you can take custody of your child, especially if they're in an abusive environment. Thank you, Zachary. Welcome in. You can't control what that person does. We're speaking on as the woman who's speaking on here. You have to have a talk with your spouse. Let him know. If not, your thoughts will make it worse. Act now. And yeah, it's not her spouse. It's her boyfriend. Oh, I'm about to take myself to bed. Don't even worry about it. So when you get married, you're going under a God ordained covenant. So when you say, do your vows, you say through sickness and in health, to death do us part. So help me God. You're doing that in front of God. That's your covenant. You're under covenant with God. Yes. From my understanding, spouse means married. Yeah. Husband or wife. I don't know what's going on here. Welcome in. Make sure y'all liking live as you come in. We are going out with a bang tonight. Spouse and partner are two different things. Hi. Welcome in. Make sure y'all are subscribing as you come in. Treasure, did that help you? How do you feel about that? Does it give you a little bit of clarity on it? Yay! Thank you. Yes, Treasure. That is so awesome. I'm glad I could help. That is my advice, and I always take this advice back to God, and do your fasting and praying on your situation. Thank you, chat room. Thank you for being here. It's been a long 31 days. I've been through a lot of emotions from day one, for sure. So if you guys are just joining, make sure y'all go back and watch our older lives. Make sure y'all go back and watch our older lives. I also have a playlist of in-studio podcast episodes as well that are really, really good. So y'all should go check those out too. Welcome in. Make sure y'all are liking the live as you come in. So I only have 2 topics. Oh wait, what was the last one I said I should talk about? Dang, I didn't write it down. I don't think I wrote it down. We got 3 topics. We'll start those off in February. Welcome in, Survivor. Welcome in, welcome in. Are you a preacher? Oh, so I did it. So I wrote it down. I have love versus attachment. Yes, thank you, Treasure. Treasure, I actually am. You guys visit. So right now, I don't have a personal one-on-one booking site, but you guys can go to jaustinconsulting.com and book a one-on-one with me. Yeah, you can book a one-on-one on jaustinconsulting.com. Oh, the picture? Yeah. If anyone needs one-on-one coaching, things like that, go visit jaustinconsulting.com. There is an option to book a one-on-one on the website, and we can chat. I love to get into like detail, right, with your own personal experience and walk you through it. Hey, welcome in. I'm gonna give you guys my website one more time just in case. Yeah, let me spell it out. So JALSTON consulting.com. So JALSTON consulting.com. Thank you, Rondo. Yeah, this was a lot of makeup. I particularly didn't like how much makeup that was, but I had no choice once it was on. What is your opinion on a woman being submissive women? What is my opinion? I think women should totally be submissive to their man, their husband in marriage. Hey, I'm in North Carolina. We are snowed in. It has been snowing since last night. And I mean, when I say it's been snowing, it's been blizzard snowing for 24 hours now. Almost 24 hours. Welcome in, y'all. Make sure y'all are subscribing as you come in. We have some great topics that we're going to cover in February. I would love for you guys to join us. We be having fun. We be having a little bit of fun. We have breakthrough. We have fun. Hi from India. Hi. Welcome. I don't have makeup on right now. Just a little eyebrow, just a tiny bit of eyebrow. It ain't even all the way on there, but yeah, it was a little too much for me. I like a soft beat, y'all. I don't really like the harsh makeup. Now for photo shoots, I will say that I do like a more full coverage. I'm from the United States. I'm over here. You're welcome, treasure. God bless you. He's gonna give you so don't rush your process. It took me a while to be able to leave. So just like I said, fast and pray, and he'll give you the time and in which to do that and how to do that and all the things. Yeah, you're not too big on makeup. Yeah, it's okay over here, you know. Thank you, Jack Frost. Welcome in, Kool-Aid. Make sure you subscribe. We're gonna be on here chatting in February too. I am currently going through a divorce. I was married almost 5 years. Welcome to the family, Kool-Aid. Yeah, you know. My best friend from 5th grade, she's Indian. Beautiful people. You're welcome. Keep liking the live, y'all. We're getting more people in here. Okay, chat room. Okay. Infidelity. Jack. Good night, chat room. We'll see you next time. Hi, Mississippi. You're welcome, Jimmy. Make sure you're subscribed so you can join us again. We got a couple good topics we're going to cover in February. Hi, Woody. Thank you for joining in. I'm open to whoever God wants me to date. When I get there, I'm not there yet. I'm not even dating, y'all. I'm sorry. Let me clear that up. I'm not dating. I am not dating. Yeah, I do a lot of modeling for makeup artists. So like this was a day that she did my makeup and she took professional pictures. Hi, Sugar. Even with like dates and stuff, like it would be like natural makeup. I'm not getting a full beat face. But for special occasions like galas, for instance, I got a gala or gala, whatever you want to call it, next week. And I will probably get my friend to do like a soft glam. Not that, but like a soft glam. Welcome in. Make sure y'all are liking the live as you come in. I'm going to stay on here about 10 more minutes. Hi, Uganda. Uganda. Hi. Make sure you're liking the live as you come in. Hi, Brooklyn. Thank y'all for joining. We had a really good discussion tonight. I hope y'all are able to go back and watch the live from the beginning. I did a challenge. I don't want to say a challenge, but I felt led to go live every single day in January. So that's what I did. Today is day 31. Thank you guys to everyone who was there since day one on this beautiful, beautiful journey. Hi, Sweden. Yeah, there's a lot of content on the channel. So make sure you're subscribed. Make sure you go show some of my podcast episodes some love. Okay. Yes, I do. I like to switch it up. I like to switch it up. You know. All right, y'all. Hi, welcome in. Make sure y'all are subscribing as you come in. Good morning. Where are you at? Where it's morning. 5 years is a long time. I mean, we're together 10. We were together 10 years. Don't apologize, East. What you apologizing for? You're gonna die. That's what I thought you meant. I was like, hold on. Okay. Okay, Uganda. I love it. Welcome in. No, y'all. I met him in college. Can y'all guess how old I am? How old do y'all think I am? Rondo, how old do you think I am? Um, so my question for marriages like that is, were y'all ever, did God even ordain that marriage to begin with? Or was it built, was it something you did out of emotion or your own will? You know? Hi, Mary. Welcome in. Thank you for joining. So it was probably in your own will. And that's I was so I got we got together when I was 19, married when I was 25. Oh, 25. I think I had, yeah, I think I was 25. I'm 30, you guys. Please, how do I scroll? As you come in, make sure you're subscribing to the channel. We are gonna have some good topics in February, y'all. And there's already a ton of content that y'all can go back and look at on my channel as well. So make sure y'all go back and show some love. I do react to you guys' comments. I have 2 kids, 2 girlies. Black History Month. I love me a good Black History Month. It made it easier for me. It made it easier for me. You want to know why? Because I would love for my kids to see what they deserve. Um, yeah, simply put, that was my perspective on it. Granted, it is a transition, but the reward and then the other side will be a lot better and healthier for them in the long run. But I can get why people think it would be make it harder. Co-parenting is working very well. He's still very active, very much like they're gone this weekend. They leave every weekend, so hi. All right, let me know if y'all can hear me. I had to let that call go through. Hi, Carlo. Can y'all hear me? Yes or no? Sí or no? Good evening. Hey, y'all. Sound is clear. Okay, because when I get calls, it turns the volume out sometimes. As y'all come in, make sure you're liking the live and subscribing. I am counting down to 4 more minutes. I'm gonna stay on here for an hour. Um, so make sure y'all are subscribing as you come in, and go check out the content that's on the page. There's a lot of good content on, as far as the podcast is concerned and the lives. Okay, that we've done. This is day 31 of going live every day in January. We made it. Look, we might as well say happy February now. Yeah, we did it. Like, y'all, I moved. I did all the things this month. Y'all have been through a whole transition with me this month. How would y'all say I dealt with it? Do y'all think I showed up in a manner that gave I was going through a transition? Can you tell a difference from the energy on day 1 to the energy now? Hi, Quentin. I think my day 1's left. Am I a rapper? No. Not a rapper. Not a rapper. All right, y'all, it's a wrap. Make sure that you guys are subscribed to the channel. I will be going live in February. So I need y'all here on this journey with me. We're gonna continue to grow and flourish and all the things. So make sure that you're subscribed. I will be going live next week. I'm gonna try to take this time to plan and all the things this weekend, and then we'll pick back up next week. I forgot I can't really say transition without exclamation anymore. Um, transition, like going from being married to going through a divorce and moving out with my kids. Oh, thank you, Quentin. I'm so glad to hear that. That's what I do it for, honestly. When I get on here and talk to you guys and walk you guys through things and I'm able to share knowledge with you guys, it is healing for me. So I appreciate y'all's support. Oh, thank you, Carlo. All right, y'all, we at 1 hour. So I'm getting off. I pray that y'all have a good night. At the end of every video, I have to say my quote that we need to remember that we are royalty, so we should walk, talk, and conduct ourselves as such. Good night.